I know. I binge watched all of the episodes to see King Fire. I know. The quiz was great. I know. I can't believe people didn't know how old Bart Dinosaur was. He was 26. I know. That was so easy. I know. Right. I'm bored. What should we do? I'm bored too.
Did I hear you two say you're bored? Get in here now. Today we've got some special guests as part of Cooking in Quarantine. It's the amateur world Muay Thai champions, the Twin Stallions. Welcome, boys. Now, before people start writing in and phoning up the police and writing in letters to get the rewards about social distancing, we all live in the same household, so we can be less than 2 meters apart. Because we've got two special guests this week, special episode, we've got two recipes for you as well. The first recipe that we're going to be doing first is a quick one that you can do with your kids, something for a nice hot day. Again, because it's locked down, difficult to get out to the shops, difficult to get stuff. We're going to make some fruity ice lollies. It's a nice quick one that you can do with your kids. We're using oranges and grapefruits today. So we're going to make those. This first bit I suggest the adults do and the little kids watch because it is dangerous. This bit involves a knife and cutting the fruit. So all you're doing, get a grapefruit first, is cutting your fruit in half. So you can see, nice beautiful grapefruit. So Jabba Jang Singh, if you come here please. Grab that, can you start juicing these away for me while I cut the next one, an orange. So there, a beautiful orange. We're going to continue doing that. We're going to cut all the fruit down, juice them all. Obviously a quicker way is if you've got a juicer, you can put them in the juice and get the juice out quicker. This, because they're champions, this is a good way of training your arms as well. So he's going to do the grapefruit with his right arm, then orange with his left, train both sides so that he's got the power in both. We're going to get those done now.
I've done the juice now. Shall I add the sugar and salt in?
Yep, we're going to do that in a second. Right, so if you just leave that with me. Right, so we've juiced all the fruit. We've been adding it to the jug as we've been going along. So let me just add this last bit of orange juice to the jug. What we do now is we're going to wash our hands because we've got orange juice and citric acid and stuff on our hands. So just quickly give them a rinse. Is everything set? And what we've got is we've got some specialty ice lolly molds ready. So I'm going to bring those here. Let me just move these out of the way. Oh. So we've got ice lolly molds. We've got different ones. And we'll decide which ones we're going to use. So all the juice is in the jug. What I suggest is add just a pinch of salt. And because it's for kids, we're going to add loads of sugar.
Can I stir?
Yep, you get stirring away because it needs all mixing in and dissolving. So go on, get stirring. Right, the juice is done. Going to put the juice in the molds now. Then they'll be ready to freeze and hope you enjoy. So yeah, all you do, just pour it in. Make sure you fill it to the top. So as you can see, we filled them to the top. These are special molds. We've got various different ones. You can get them, pick them up from any supermarket, order them online, or you could just put your normal lolly sticks in if you want. And now they're ready to freeze.
What do you want me to do?
Right, you're going to help me with this next recipe. The next recipe that we're making is kebabs. We've got loads of different ingredients. Again, it's a nice, good one that you can make with the kids. Gets quite messy. What we're using today are mushrooms, shimla mirch or bell peppers, red onion, tomatoes. We're going to have some yogurt, some red chili powder, some salt, and any other herbs and spices that you guys might want. That's for your marinade. And another special ingredient that we're using is paneer. Paneer actually takes quite a long time to make, so what you need to do is get that done early on. Right, I've put a big pan of milk onto boil, and what I'm doing, instead of using vinegar, because vinegar is alcohol based, I use lemon juice. So I've cut a couple of lemons in half, and I'm going to squeeze the juice of about a lemon and a half. Once it's all squeezed, pour it in the milk. Right, okay, so the milk is now coming to the boil. Let it simmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the heat. So the milk's risen. Going to take off the heat, and what I do is I pour in the lemon juice. So now I'm adding in the lemon juice, and this is going to curdle the milk. Now I've still let it on the heat. Turn the heat back on again, and when you put the lemon juice in and you give it a stir, so it allows all the milk to curdle. Right, you can see it's curdled now, and the bits of paneer are coming out. There you can see it's all curdled, the milk. I've turned the heat off again and just stirring it, so all the milk will curdle. What we would do next is we're going to take it out, drain all the water the whey, and just leave all the curds. That's your paneer. Right, okay, so you've seen the milk curdle, you've seen it become paneer. What we're going to do now, like I've mentioned, is we gather it all together, put it in a cloth, squeeze and drain as much of the water out as you can. Remember, it is hot, so what I suggest is while it's in the cloth, run it under a tap with cold water, get the hot water out, and then you can squeeze all that cold water out. Once it's squeezed and pressed a little bit in the cloth, this is all the paneer in there that we've made. Put it on a plate, and like I've mentioned, get a pan full of water for the weight, put it on top of the paneer and press it down and leave it to add pressure to the paneer to get rid of the water. We put that away for the time being. It's going to be about 30 minutes for the paneer to get ready for the next little bit. While we're doing that, we're going to prepare the rest of the kebabs. As you can see, the paneer's been made. I've cut it into chunks. What do you think? Right size?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So the paneer's ready. Now, let's get on to making the kebabs.
What's next?
Right, I need you to come over here. One thing that you especially need are skewers. Okay, these are metal skewers. You can use wood skewers to put your pieces on. So I've got those ready there. Now, I mentioned marinade earlier on. So this is a yogurt in a bowl. I've got red chili powder and I've got salt in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour it into there, into the yogurt, get it all in. Okay, so it's all mixed in there, and then you stir it into your yogurt. What happens is your yogurt will turn a nice orangey pink colour. That's your marinade. Now, the more chili powder, the more spicy it is. Obviously, again, salt to taste, and you can add other spices in there as well, depending on your personal taste. Now, what I want you to do is get a piece of the paneer. What you're going to do is you're going to dip it in the marinade, cover it all up. Yeah, your hands are going to get messy. Cover it, no, cover it all, cover it all. Loads and loads and loads on there. And then stick it on the skewer. Brilliant. All the way to the end. Right? And now, I want you to start adding the vegetables. Let's just put a bit of there, move that there. Go on, what are you going to put next? Right, yeah? No, leave it like that big chunk. You want it chunky. So don't break it down. Keep it in big, massive chunks. Go on. You've got to be careful this part because it is sharp. Don't, look. Don't press too much on the paneer. Make sure it goes through the middle, otherwise it'll break and fall off. Just keep pushing. Right? Now, alternate between your different veg. Leave the paneer. That's it. Go on. Next one. Go on. Okay. A whole mushroom. Okay. And then just put the paneer over here so it's easy for you. So that's your first one done. Okay, obviously you can add more if you want. What I'd suggest is just maybe one more piece of paneer in there, get that all nicely marinated. Loads on that one. So that one's ready. Okay, and what you do is fill up all your skewers, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the grill. Normally when things are cooking, I'd have a bit of time to myself, but not with this. You've got to keep an eye on it. You've got to keep turning it as it's cooking so it doesn't just cook on one side. So you're going to keep rotating them, but it does mean the kids can go and do other things. Hope you've enjoyed everything today. The ice lollies, brilliant. The kebabs, amazing. That leaves us with only one thing left to say.
Stay home, stay safe, and protect the NHS.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.